Hi there, we're going to get some messages. We're going to use the Kipper deck today. All right, so if you could just take a few deep breaths in, ground yourself, ask yourself if this reading is for you or not. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. Let's call on our angels, saints, ancestors, and guides into our space for divine love and divine messages for our highest and greatest good. We're surrounded in divine white light. So it is and so it will be. Tap in, let me know you're here, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for supporting the channel. I love you guys. Let's see what the messages are today. Okay, we have wealthy man. All right, so someone being represented as a strong masculine energy here. Somebody who may have a strong emphasis on like foundation, security, providing, managing, some sort of like 13 adds up to a 4. So here's another 4. So this is 4-4. This could be courtship here. So this could be, let's see. Let's let the cards talk, shall we? All right. Something's brewing over here is what's happening, okay? Official person. That's the number 22. You add that up, that's a 4. 4, 4, 4. All right, so angel number 444 is relevant. You may also be seeing 222. Right, so an official person. This could either be like someone who has high ranking, somebody who, there could be someone messaging something or bringing some sort of like, this could be like official business, or this is someone who has some sort of like military or some sort of authority here in the physical realm. I feel like they've overcome many battles of their own. So this could represent in life or in their profession or service. This also, yeah, I'm also getting like this could be someone who's of service, okay? An official person. Okay, let's see. I feel like they are high ranking. And there's a courtship here. This also can represent like the legal system or government, local, state, federal, military. Okay. Or someone like trustworthy, right? There's a bit of like an oath. Someone who's an official person holds an oath. Or maybe there should be an oath. Something about poverty here. Okay, that is a number 10. Someone may have thought that they were going to possibly marry up and win like some sort of financial jackpot. Maybe someone was courting somebody and they thought it was like official, but I guess maybe there's some sort of loss here, like massive loss. Okay, let's see what else this is. Distant horizon. They may have like they may need to uproot. They may have like left a situation for another situation, and it may have landed them in some sort of poverty. Maybe this official person here is someone who's going to speak up and do the right thing in a situation or about a situation. Interesting. And then I have a house. Okay, so I'm getting a couple different things. So if it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. There also could be something here where there is something that is official coming in, and it could be in the form of a courtship. It could be coming from someone who sees you as official, vice versa. I feel like there is a need to kind of maybe go in a new direction and kind of find other ways to kind of make a life for oneself. I'm getting like distant horizons, so this is like unanchored. So this could be like an opportunity to grow, expand, explore new horizons here. And then I have a family room, so this could have something to do with like where you live now and how this potentially could impact you. It looks like quite a bit of growth. It looks quite a bit different. Like one is more modest than the other, and I'm getting like this could represent like going in another direction. So there could be like a relocation or move here. I feel like something that is very secured. All right. Remember how I was talking about this wealthy man? Like this wealthy man, like he he's divine masculine energy. He's I almost get like he's on the clock, right? Which is also interesting. And has a top hat. So he may be someone who has some sort of like he's in the public eye of some kind. 777 might be relevant. 1111 might be relevant. Keep going. All right. So who's this wealthy man in this courtship? Is this okay, so the wealthy man and the courtship is the thief. All right, so I was picking up on karmic energy, okay, initially, and I was like, let me double check that. And so that's why I asked, like, who's this wealthy man in courtship? And I'm getting the thief. I'm getting like a karmic connection here, right? I feel like there is this like some sort of attachment, some sort of, you know, side deal, some sort of like side chick. And there's strings attached here. So I feel like there was some sort of like courtship that played out here. And I feel like they could be dealing with something when it comes to an official person, or maybe they portrayed themselves to be, you know, of value, of worth, okay? Maybe they were sold a story, right? That this energy that they went towards or was courting was official, but come to find out they're a thief. They're both thieves, is what I'm getting. They're having me place this over both cards here. There's courthouse energy, and I'm getting like this is tied to the official person here. It's number 22 and 23. So I'm getting like they could be going to jail or having to deal with legal issues. There could be some sort of investigation or notification of a decision. Is what I'm getting. Someone might be receiving papers. So I'm getting like whatever this is, I feel like there's something playing out here. Somebody could be having to move out of a home here, sell a home, pathway, butterflies. Number 8. I feel like there's a need to kind of like, I feel like someone maybe has been on a different path here. Okay, and I feel like there's this enlightenment that's playing out here. About the path taken here, about the decisions made here. Someone may be observing a transformation here, or there could be some transition here. Expectation. I feel like there was this energy of like knowing this is going to end a certain kind of way and choosing to take the higher path, the path of your soul, like your soul guided you towards the light. I feel like it was a difficult path, but I feel like, you know, you've kind of been expecting all of this to kind of play out, and you could have been waiting for a while. This is a 10. Expectation. You might be expecting to hear about this karmic couple and what's been playing out. There might be somebody associated with them that might want to communicate with you. You're showing up as high honor here. Okay. And then there's a journey here. This is a 7. I feel like the 10s are really, the 4s, the 2s, the 11, the 10, highly showing up here. Look, the 8, false persons. Yeah, I feel like, you know, I feel like they played a game, or they played dress up, or they played house, or they played make-believe. I don't know what the hell. But I feel like this is not something that I feel like they did this for money, all of it. Okay, so I feel like their dirty deeds are coming out. Remember, like dirty deeds, done dirt cheap, dirty deeds, done dirt cheap. That's this couple, okay? Like, come on now. I feel like you're moving on from the situation. Okay, I feel like there might have been some sort of attempt to like interfere. What's this high honor in the journey here? I do want to ask about this. I feel like this represents like you've learned what you came here to learn, and it's time for you to move on. Okay, I'm also getting that. And then I have this high honor. I'm getting like this could be how the environment potentially, and maybe where you come, like maybe this is you, maybe you have high honor. Okay, you know, if you know, you could be thinking about the journey ahead or the journey taken. Okay, I do have unexpected income and this false person. I feel like maybe the attempt here was to swindle somebody out of a relationship. So this would be homewrecker energy. It's almost like if they can steal them away from you, then somehow that feeds their ego and represents that they're high honor too. There's some sort of interruption here, maybe even trying to prevent this. It's kind of like spiritual battle energy is what I'm also getting, and from being able to move on the soul's journey. So I feel like these false persons were kind of like decoy. Okay, I feel like someone fell for the decoy. Okay, and as a result, their true character is being exposed, right? See that fire in the background? Like, yeah. So, yeah, I'm getting like someone fell for the decoy. And as a result of that, someone has to continue moving forward on their journey without. And it's also like this person may have known this might have been their plan all along. Something has to do with like some sort of like legacy wealth. Maybe someone's parents have money or family has money, and someone said, oh, you know, don't you worry, we're going to get some of that. We were promised that. Maybe someone's father's really wealthy or has assets that maybe were promised in some way, shape, or form. All right. So tell me more about this. We have a false person. I'm going to put them here. All right. I feel like, yeah, because the false person is literally smack dab in the middle of the high honor and the journey. And so what I'm getting is that this karmic interference here, which is a lesson learned nonetheless, I feel like they interceded on purpose to disrupt something. Okay. But what I'm getting is like whatever way they thought it was going to turn out, I'm getting that it's not turning out the way that they thought. Like the outcome has shifted. Okay. I feel like their plans backfired because in the back here, I see a backfire. I'm also getting that. Yeah. I feel like she watches you from afar and he watches in secret. He has to go and hide to watch and see what you're up to, okay? Because he's blindfolded, okay? But he can still see out the blindfold. She watches everything this guy does. And she watches you all the fucking time. But she wouldn't tell anybody since her mouth is covered. Okay? She may have red hair. She may be fire sign energy. I also have water sign. And then I have a privileged lady at the bottom of the deck. So this house here, this could be something that you had in common with one of them. Flip and switch the genders if they don't necessarily, hit. I'm just picking up on what I'm being guided to speak on. All right, I am getting this mature man. So this could be tied to this couple. Okay, so this could be someone I feel like this energy is like pretty knowledgeable, pretty worldly, someone who looks like they're educated and knows what the hell they're doing. I feel like they may live here in this house, in this home, this elaborate home, is what I'm getting. Can you tell me more about this? Coffin. Yeah, someone, look at this. I can't even. So this was on the ground upside down. So this tells me that someone is not receiving the unexpected income that they thought they were going to get as it relates to this house and this older masculine man, the mature man. Okay. And then I have a coffin. So I feel like maybe somebody was promised some sort of payout when someone passes away, maybe even a home. So I feel like somebody might have been promised all kinds of stuff when, as it relates to this courtship here. I feel like they may have actually taken from a wealthy man, potentially. That could be what the courthouse issues are. I'm also getting like, this is this energy, the false. So I feel like someone told a tale, right, about some sort of like receiving some sort of, you know, wealthy payout for whatever reason. And I feel like somebody fell for it. Okay. This is also a number 10. Okay. Look at, they may have even married this person for this reason, thinking that they were going to get this unexpected income. Okay. They may have married for the sake of like there might have been some sort of marriage agreement, like some sort of like allowing someone to stay in the, I don't even know. I don't want to speculate. All right. I have something about an occupation. So what about this occupation? Okay, I feel like somebody may have done something at work that was illegal for money. Let's see. What else do you want to share? Okay. What's going to happen to this? What's going on with this couple? Bad health is happening to this couple. Or maybe this mature man is experiencing some sort of bad health. I'm getting like someone is experiencing bad health and they're in this relationship with one another. That is who could be experiencing bad health. It could be the masculine, but it doesn't have to be. It doesn't even have to be like masculine, traditional, you know, in any way. All right. I do so with lovers. What's this? The main female. Main female. Is this who the reading is for? Whether it's masculine or feminine? Who's this main female? What's going on with her? Is she the one that was kind of on the outside watching? Or is she the one that's involved here? This is the main female who's being represented as part of the false persons, as well as the one also trying to, looks like, convince. There's a bit of like being a thief here. That's the same energy? Yes. Okay, so this main female. What about the main female here? What about her? What about him? Whatever that is. Whoever it is. Sudden wealth. 777. Okay. Work. Occupation. Okay. And then we have despair. All right. So what I'm getting is there's an energy of despair here. Okay. Like losing everything that they may have thought was, you know, super important to them. All right. I'm getting like it could be a job, a profession. Okay. And I'm getting like they may have also lost any kind of unexpected income that they have gotten. All right. I feel like whatever money they have saved, they may have burned through it by now, or will be, because they're unemployed or they're in some sort of despair. So So is the main female here the one that has lost the job? Okay, so I am getting like the false person here. The main female has potentially lost a profession here, a job, an occupation here. What's this sudden wealth? I'm getting they may have done things, right, that were for instant gratification, okay? And maybe this was done at work. And I feel like they could have lost their job. There's like an ending here as a result of what was being done here. Maybe there's a bit of like immoral activity, fraudulent activity where they work. Let's see what's going on. Maybe this is a toxic workspace. Main male. Okay, the main male and the main female are here. Okay. Mature woman. Okay, is this main female, a masculine, related to the mature woman? So someone is related to this mature woman. Is it the main female? Main female is related to this mature woman. And then there's also a community involved. I feel like there's family, friends in the mix here. Okay. Okay. A gift. Concern. All right, so there could be someone who has some sort of like ability, gift, is in the position to give and receive here. I have a concern. This mature woman is related to this main female. However, there's someone here that might be a neutral party or an observer of some kind. I feel like they're concerned. Why are they concerned? What about this gift? What about this community? There's a child here. Or there's something that was being something created through the use of a blessing, a gift, or there is a gift. The gift could be a birth, a child, a business, a project, something that was a creative expression. It also can represent children. Someone could be concerned about the well-being and stability of this child. It's in reverse. Okay. What else would you like to share about this? Okay, and there's a message here. Someone might want to communicate in some way. This in reverse. Toil and labor in reverse. See everything here. There we go. Sorry about that. Yeah, I feel like somebody might want a message about someone no longer working, having employment, maybe needing some sort of assistance. Somebody might want to tell you about it. Look at, or the fact that somebody may be stuck in a situation, whether this is self-imprisonment, actual imprisonment, mental imprisonment. Not quite sure which one, but I feel like they all kind of apply. Wow. Okay. Privileged lady. There she is. Number 3. This is karma playing out here. For sure. Some difficult lessons playing out here for someone. I feel like there's like people are watching this all go down here. They may have even participated here. Yeah. But I feel like they're all kind of intertwined. Okay, I'm getting intertwined. I have thoughts. Okay, so yeah, I feel like someone is looking back at the past and remembering you. Or this is somebody new, all right? So I'm getting like you're on somebody's mind. I feel like you're on all these people's minds. But you know, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? All right. I feel like somebody's very creative, very artistic, very expressive. All right. They may have facial hair. They may be like a bit older than you, a bit salt and pepper. I feel like there's a need to kind of like prioritize things in life because things are going to shift and change. I feel like somebody sees you as high honor. And I'm getting there is some sort of like having to be represented in some sort of place of law, whether it's physical, earth law, or man law, or spiritual law. Okay. There is something that you might need to get your paper, someone might need to get their paperwork in order or something like that. And I'm getting like this is something that like someone's biased. Also, somebody may have like a high position of some kind, or this can be someone, you know, going through judgment here. Okay, is there any more here? We have the Lovers, soulmate energy or choices in love and how we show up in relationships. Right? Great fortune, message of concern, and courthouse. Interesting. But these are the 4 last ones. Huh. Yeah, I feel like, again, confirming the adjudication, I feel like, you know, maybe somebody thought that they were going to win some sort of outcome. I feel like the message of concern here is that that's not the case. I feel like who really wins in this situation is the person who waited for something that was innocent and pure and something long lasting, something that would stand the test of time. Like these lovers, they're like in some sort of like, they're sculptured, they're like porcelain, concrete, or something that stands the test of time. And so I feel like that's worth waiting for. Okay. And I feel like that's how this ends, is that like somebody, you know, knew that something wasn't for them, and so they may have removed themselves knowing that this isn't for them, like this is not their energy, and so they remove their energy and they just let things kind of play out naturally, and they find themselves, you know, potentially, you know, moving on with their life, maybe have moved on, relocated, whatever you want to call it. Like, I feel like you've got dreams that are starting to be, or are your reality. Okay, so I feel like you've done a lot of work and it's about to pay off. Okay, so don't give up on that love, baby. Don't give up on that love. Right? Something that's going to stand the test of time, like concrete. Right? I feel like this relationship is solid, it's stable, it's secure. Of course, things crack and you need to kind of keep things up, like maintain. Every relationship needs maintenance and all of that, and things take work. But I feel like with the right person, you're willing to put the work in. And you very much could be someone who appreciates a lot of art, finer things in life, okay? And yeah, I feel like this family, you know, tried to intervene in something they had no business interfering in. It could have something to do with the business, or just like you being able to detach and move on. This could be exploration, inner or outer, upper as much as lower. And then I feel like there is this like lack mindset that was overcome as well. Okay, so I feel like you sitting back, watching things play out from afar has certainly suited you well. So I feel like patience is key in this situation, all right? And I want to send you all the love I can. Okay, send healing to those who need it. May it find them. And I will see you on the next reading. Bye now.